For the last 5 years, all I could think about was touching the roof of Africa.
Kilimanjaro means the complicated or the hardest peak to climb. Sometimes you have to push your limit to finish what you have started.
That was probably the hardest thing I've ever done.
I don't think I'm gonna make it. Let us go back to where it all started, Moshi, the gateway to Kilimanjaro. The team you choose will make or break your experience. We chose to go with KILI Africa Tours on a 7-day Machame Route.
Today we are starting the adventure of a lifetime. We will be attempting to summit Kilimanjaro in 6 days. Wish us the best of luck. Let's go.
All right, our stuff is weighed. Let's start the route.
We are starting our trek at 1,800 meters of elevation. After 4 hours, we'll be at 3,000 meters of elevation. 4-hour trek, 10 kilometers, let's go.
Before we get into our journey, there are some things you need to know about Kilimanjaro. At 5,895 meters or 19,341 feet, Kilimanjaro is the tallest freestanding mountain in the world and the tallest volcano in any continent. That is what makes it the roof of Africa.
The start of the Machame Route starts in a rainforest. As you can see, it's super lush, and we are already starting to feel a little bit of the altitude.
It's extremely important to emphasize the fact that without the porters, this hike would not be possible.
Hello.
Mambo vipi?
Mambo poa.
Keep in mind that they're carrying 3 to 4 times the weight that you're carrying, and they also have to get to camp before you so they can set up everything for you. They are truly remarkable people.
Take 5, my friend. I'm good.
Here in Kilimanjaro, you'll experience 5 different types of terrain. The cultivation zone, which is where we kind of were in Moshi. The second one is the rainforest all around us. The third, which we're about to get to, are the moorlands. And then is the alpine desert. And finally, the most beautiful part, which is the Arctic zone. It's hard to tell, but this sign right here says like and subscribe for more amazing content on YouTube.
I'm at the point where I'm still having fun and enjoying this. Hopefully that doesn't change.
After several more hours of hiking through the rainforest, we finally made it to Machame Camp.
Welcome to our home for the night, day 1. This is our first dinner on the mountain, and they have blown our minds at the service here. KILI Africa Tours, you guys are amazing. Look what we have. We have chicken potatoes, some greens. Love the greens. Not only that, but they also gave us this vegetable stew.
Besides my knee being compromised, everything went well.
See you guys tomorrow. Life threw many obstacles at us these last 5 years, and for a while, I didn't think I would be able to fulfill the dream of touching the roof of Africa.
Hello there, good morning. We slept pretty good considering it was a little cold last night. So we have about a 4-hour hike, shorter kilometers than yesterday.
We left Machame Camp around 8:30 in the morning. The hike to Shira Camp was one of the shorter hikes, but we were going pretty steep pretty quickly, gaining 3,000 feet of elevation in just over 5 kilometers.
We cannot reiterate this enough. Without the porters, this could not be possible. These people are amazing. The clouds are starting to come in. Very, very typical. Between 11 and 12, the clouds come in. It's already 11. So now our entire hike is going to be under the clouds.
Shira Camp is very special. As you approach camp, you start hearing the singing and dancing of the other crews. It is also the place where you can finally glance at the summit for the first time.
I think we're about to do the singing and dancing that I've been wanting to do for over 5 years.
Nzuri sana wageni wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata, hakuna matata.
Right behind me is why we climb mountains. Good morning from day 3. It was a very, very cold night. But for the first time, we're getting a view of the summit of Kilimanjaro. And over here, the sky is cotton candy. Just a reminder of why we do this.
We are headed on our third day of trekking. It's going to take about 7 to 8 hours to get to the next camp, which is called Barranco Camp.
Day 3 is one of the toughest days because it's an acclimatizing hike. What that means is that you hike to a very high altitude, but you camp at a lower altitude. We chose a 7-day Machame route because you have 2 of these acclimatizing hikes, which increases your chances of summiting. Hiking high prepares your body for the inevitable high altitudes at the summit. Also, the Machame route is the most scenic route of them all, as you'll see later in the video.
Right behind those clouds right there is Lava Tower, and that's our destination.
Lava Tower means that we will be at 4,600 meters, which means altitude is gonna hit us. Hopefully like a mushy brick wall. Not too hard. Huge accomplishment so far. Spirits still strong. Let's go.
We got to see some amazing landscapes on the way down to camp.
Base camp is right behind me, but first we actually get to walk through a cool forest from trees that kind of look like Dr. Seuss, honestly. We made it to Barranco Camp. So excited, this is the end of day 3.
Barranco Camp is located in a valley that is usually covered in clouds and mist. When the sky is clear, you can see people climbing the Barranco wall. They look like colorful little ants against this enormous cliff. That is where the Machame route will take us tomorrow. The rewards for climbing this cliff are the most scenic views in all of Kilimanjaro.
Good morning, guys. So this is how we get woken up every day here on Mount Kilimanjaro. Thank you so much, Sile. You're the best. We slept very good. Day 4. Feeling good. So excited. I don't know why being on top of a mountain, not showering, is making me feel alive.
In a few days, we're gonna be up there. Hopefully.
We are going to 4,200 meters. Let's get after it.
This is the part where we go up this trail to the top.
That's where we're going. The Barranco wall is one of the coolest parts of the Machame route. It almost feels like rock climbing. You definitely have to be careful here and watch where you're stepping. It can get very crowded on the wall. Everyone slows down since it's technically the most dangerous part of the trail.
We're very, very close to one of the iconic spots, the Kissing Rock. I'm gonna have to put the camera down because it's a little spooky.
You need to be focused, right?
Need to be focused.
All right, this is the Kissing Rock.
Only way to get through this narrow spot is to hug the wall, watch your step, and give it a little kiss.
Now we made it to the Great Barranco Wall Peak. This is honestly the most amazing place. Look at this behind me.
This is as scenic as it gets. Beautiful blue skies. A little bit more to my left is Mount Meru. This is where we chose Machame. The rest of the day is the most important rest day. Tomorrow, it's relatively a short day, but then you don't rest because they wake you up at midnight to attempt the summit.
By the way, if you want the best guides in all of Kilimanjaro, you can reach out to them. And please help Abu become famous.
I'm the silent killer.
The silent killer.
Yeah.
I like it.
Make me famous, Mr. Dan.
But we made it to Karanga Camp. We're gonna spend the night here, and then tomorrow we finally go to base camp. Which means all of these days that we've been hiking is just to make it to base camp. This is the first time we get a clear view of the summit. Here in Tanzania we say Kilele cha Afrika, which means rooftop of Africa.
Every night our guides took our vitals to make sure our bodies were handling the altitude properly. This is a way to ensure that you don't injure yourself on the mountain. Our guides gave us the biggest compliment ever. They called us summit material. Tomorrow's a huge day, and one of the reasons why they're calling us summit material is because somehow, some way, we haven't had any altitude symptoms. Besides the occasional fleeting headache, has been zero. See you guys tomorrow morning.
Welcome to day 5 of trying to summit Kilimanjaro. Today we're finally going to base camp at 4693 meters.
We got about 4 hours of trekking today to base camp, then we're resting and gearing up for tonight, which is pretty exciting. Also, I don't know if we mentioned, but it's Daniel's birthday tomorrow, so he's actually summiting on his birthday, midnight wake up call.
See you guys on the trail.
No fire, no water.
As we climbed in altitude, so did the winds. We didn't know it at the time, but the winds would become our biggest enemy in our summit attempt the following night.
We just made it to base camp, but it did not come without a huge steep hill to get to. It's characteristic of treks here on Kilimanjaro. And imagine we came from here. And we are happy to report that the trek to base camp was supposed to take about 4 hours, but actually only took us about 2. So we have really great pace, we're feeling really great, and just gonna rest up now and get ready for tonight.
We made it to Barafu Camp, 4673. In a few hours, they'll wake us up and we'll try to summit. Let's go.
Daniel makes friends wherever he goes, and of course he's made friends with all the porters. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Our final meal looks really, really good.
We are about to get our last briefing before the big night. Here we go.
I'm really excited here. Here we go.
So sometimes you have to push your limit to finish what you have started. Yeah, just do it, and this is must. Yeah, right?
The reason why I'm doing Kilimanjaro is honestly for my mom and the memory of her. I'm taking a picture of her with me up there, and it's just kind of to celebrate her life because I lost her a couple years ago.
All right, guys.
Hey!
The moment of truth. This is the moment we have been waiting for over 5 years. All the preparation is done. We have our layers on, and now we're gonna try to nap.
Yeah.
They're gonna come wake us up at 12, and then we're gonna start our summit attempt. Wish us the best of luck. I'm gonna try my best to film it all, but it is gonna be very, very difficult. So,
Yes.
see you guys on the mountain. It's midnight, and it's so windy.
This wind, out of control. I hope it's not like this for 6 hours because we're literally gonna get blown off the mountain.
Welcome to summit night here in Mount Kilimanjaro. Wish us the best of luck. This is full-on adventure. Let's go.
The conditions on the mountain were extremely harsh. Halfway to the summit, I ran out of water, and soon thereafter, we both started to feel high altitude symptoms. The fight of our lives was upon us. The conditions were so bad, I had to put down the camera for my own safety.
That was probably the hardest thing I've ever done. The sun is just rising. Beautiful colors up here. All right, but we haven't completed our mission yet.
That was so hard. The wind, it was just awful. We're almost there, but we're exhausted. I waited 5 years to see that sign, and I'm 5 minutes away from touching it.
Happy birthday, Daniel.
We're on the roof of Africa. Yes.
For the last 5 years, I was so obsessed with the destination, the roof of Africa. What I learned is that it's not about the destination, and it's not even about the journey, it's about the company. It's about relishing in the camaraderie of those with whom you navigate life's toughest trials. These men that started out as strangers became our family on the mountain. We owe our summit experience to them, every single one of them. Thank you.
We had the most amazing week of our lives, and it's all thanks to KILI Africa Tours. So if you're looking for a company to go to KILI with, don't search for any other company except for KILI Africa Tours. We really had the best week of our lives, and it's all because of these guys.
This is how we conclude this amazing Kilimanjaro adventure. We hope you liked the video. We'll catch you guys on the next adventure. Peace.
As always, thank you so much for watching.